Ah,
Excuse me.
nothing, nothing political, please. This is an apolitical stream. Okay.
I
Anyway,
don't. I think we've
it's not.
expressed
It's
pretty
very,
universal
very
opinions
much.
right so far.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although, I mean,
At
we do
least
need to
you think, right? You think they'd be universal
Okay.
opinions.
we need to discuss like the historic and mimetic dongs of Skyrim mod and why
Yes.
we're not running that,
Yes.
and how you accidentally downloaded it, and then your family and your little cousins coming over to play on your computer for the weekend. It's like, how do I get rid of it? I don't know how to uninstall it.
Yeah, I accidentally downloaded and installed this. It's actually really like legitimately getting rid of mods sometimes in Bethesda games is a fucking nightmare because they overwrite core game files, and then when you do a validation on Steam that doesn't get recognized, you have to actually like go in and delete like config files and shit in your system sometimes that aren't like in the Steam folders to actually properly get rid of mods. I have
Wow.
some fucking there's some mod I have on like Fallout 4 VR right now that I can't delete without making the game crash every time I use it. So I'm just stuck with this shitty water mod
Hmm.
because like all the methods for uninstalling it or turning it off just don't work. And then I had other issues too with like flat Fallout 4 where I had some texture mods. Like I had some like Terminator shit I did to synths and uninstalled it and it would not go away. And then every time I installed a new mod that changed how synths look, both mods were active and like interfering with each other, which was just very weird. That one I was able to fix by actually finding like some fucking config like, files or some other shit. Um, Maybe like some sort of like local, I don't know, fucking compiled shader or something that lived in a weird directory and delete that instead. Which like the game had been uninstalled and reinstalled like 3 times on Steam, and all those mods were still like permanently active even though they were disabled. It's just a mess. So
Hmm.
I do have a topic of conversation for today. Anybody watch the Minecraft movie trailer?
Yep. First thing when I
First I've
woke
heard
up
of it.
was, oh, you need to just take a moment and go indulge in that one. Then we'll discuss. It's like a
It's
minute 22.
yeah.
It's go watch it.
All right, hang on.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it.
That good, huh?
Oh, it's
Oh, it's
totally.
something. Of all the trailers for video game movies, that is certainly one of them.
Probably will make a good double feature with Borderlands.
Yeah, I'm down.
See, I don't think it'll be like that, but yeah, Eric, we'll discuss it when you get
It's
back.
definitely going to be a different thing. The common factor between the two is Jack Black.
Which is unfortunate.
Yeah,
I
I've
think it's
seen
more
memes
of
about that already about like Jack Black's downfall.
I think it's more just that he's always down for a paycheck,
Yeah,
because he's alternatively involved in Jumanji and Super Mario Brothers.
yeah, he's just in all sorts of game and shit. Which
Yeah, he just like likes doing these things.
he's
So,
become the guy for that.
yeah.
Oh my.
Oh my.
uh,
Bzzzt.
okay.
Where?
Under a wall, it's fine. No fires actually started.
Bitchin'.
All is
Let's say
all's well.
we really don't need to hunt right now, so I
Yeah,
ain't gonna.
we're not doing too bad on food.
These are on the fritz though. What's going on there?
Where's that ping? Oh, there. Oh, cause they mitigated the surge.
Oh,
Creating a join
nice.
point. What do we?
I desynced.
You
I don't know
desynced?
why.
Did you desync, Eric?
He's
Um,
probably watching the trailer.
Yeah, you did. Okay.
yes, I did.
Even the game was like, man, that Minecraft trailer. It desynced all over itself.
Did you watch it yet, Eric?
Yeah.
All right, now we can all talk openly.
We all okay. We're all back.
I I don't know. Clearly not for us.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that's the
Um,
biggest thing. Is this is very much so a kid movie.
There was somebody on Reddit who described it as it's gonna get a 17% on Rotten Tomatoes and make $1.2 billion. I'm
But-
like,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
probably.
going to be the Five Nights at Freddy's thing again.
mm-hmm. $2 bajillion, but like this sucks.
Well, I mean, sucks from like a person
It'll be
who
the
wanted a video
prequels.
game.
It'll
No, I think another apt comparison would be Hook with Robin Williams. Well, I mean, there you have it right there. Jack Black is
I don't know
the
if
Robin
Hook
Williams
did
of our
well
generation.
though. I don't know if Hook did very well.
I think financially it did just fine. It was just critically panned.
Hmm.
I mean, I
I
don't
do
think it
love
like
that movie, so it's
yeah, because we were the target audience back then.
100%.
And I think another big thing with Hook was also it was one of those blockbuster darlings too, where it did really good because of rentals and things like that.
Mm-hmm. It's I find it interesting how kind of a different environment that we grew up in compared to today, and how that changes things. I mean, apart from like, I guess people's tastes and everything, but like just the logistics of everything.
What are you saying here? What are you getting at?
Well, like people can, you're not going to video rental stores. You're browsing Apple or
Right. And yes, that is true. Like now,
Pirate Bay.
yeah. Well, they don't follow those metrics, but they do follow the
That's true.
stream metrics,
Right. Yeah,
and
that too. Absolutely.
retention and things like that.
And NTV played a bigger part.
Yeah, but now TikTok does.
Yep. TikTok, YouTube, Twitch.
Yeah,
Which
so
is
there's
different than video rental stores, and I mean maybe not too different than television, but it
no, and I don't think
is
streaming
a little
numbers
different.
are that much different than rental store metrics either, and home video purchases.
I mean maybe not, but I think
It's different, but it's not like some far-flung like, man, this is apples and oranges, man. This is crazy. Like, no, it's all fruit still. Well, what about you, Jesse? You've been silent for this despite being the one who instigated it.
I mean, I think the trailer looks like shit, but again, like we said, not for us. I think it looks. Some people also compared it to like an SNL skit, and I can see that too.
yeah.
Because it is very like green screen, like everybody just filmed in a fucking sound stage. Yeah, the weird, like going with like the blocky art style, but like not
EG
is really weird.
Yeah.
There's there's like a shot of a wolf where it's just got like a square ass and a square front, but then like a connecting piece. Like that's not how Minecraft works. The squares connect to the squares. It shouldn't have.
They should have literally been in game. It's so
Well, that's the weird thing too, because then there's like a shot in the trailer
like
where
make
they
love
like
not Warcraft, but with Minecraft.
right do it like that, even though it'd be ugly as shit. But there's like the scene where there's like a chunk of the tree missing, and they pick up a chunk of tree. So they're like doing video game mechanics in some places, and in other places it's just square world that
Ignoring it.
it doesn't vibe with any of it. It's
Not
very
just
weird.
there. I mean, that's a lot of extrapolating from just the trailer too, because there was also the point where Jason Momoa.
I mean, that's what you do with trailers.
Right, but Jason Momoa crafted something on a crafting table by
Yeah.
placing the individual pieces. So they're still they're following more game mechanics there too.
Then slammed his hands on it or
Yeah,
something.
it's
I
just,
think he had a hammer.
It's just weird that like
maybe.
some of it is like some of it comes off like here's a reference directly to this game as a game, and other stuff is like more abstracted, trying to be a thing and like a world. I don't know. It just seems like it seems like possibly one of the worst games you could try to adapt. It takes me back to when fucking they made a Battleship movie, where it's just like, what the fuck are you doing? What is the logic here? I understand why an executive in a boardroom would want that, because they look at a property and they go, people like that, we should make a movie. But like, is there nobody to say no? Is there nobody to go,
more people.
Bro, this is a dumb fucking idea, don't do this?
There's also an aspect for the Minecraft movie here, which is it's been in development hell for probably close to a decade.
Yeah.
And it's at time been attached to people like, was it Charlie Day or Rob McHenry that was gonna direct it? One of the Always Sunny guys was gonna be directing for a while.
Apparently this is the fucking Napoleon Dynamite guy directing.
Oh shit.
Oh.
That's weird.
Oh. I think we have to start completely reevaluating how we're looking at this then.
it could be one of those movies where like it's kind of a deliberate
I don't get that humor though.
Where it comes off
like, I mean,
like the director's
it's clearly
just,
not trying for that humor, but like
studio. Yeah, well the big thing too is it's like, what are the jokes in that trailer? Animal makes funny face. Different animal makes different funny face. Like, what is this? Keys for a baby? Like,
and Jason Momoa.
Yeah, he's got a funny wig. His shirt is pink. Like, I don't get it.
I don't think knowing that now
Jack
that
Black
it's
is Steve from Minecraft, haha. Like, that's the joke, right? The joke is just that he's Jack Black. Okay.
No, well, the jokes were the kids mocking them were the actual punchlines there. Those things I think are just the absurdity.
You could have both.
Not. I mean, a punchline.
It's old Jack Black, and then the kids are like very unamused.
Right, but it's also I don't think that the Momoa look and the Jack Black being Steve stuff. I don't think those were supposed to be so much punchlines as they were reveals. So like these are going to be the character designs.
Sure.
And especially knowing who directed it now, I don't think there'll be hardly any real attention drawn to those things. They'll simply exist and be ridiculous and are not going to be acknowledged like that. Like in any point in the entirety of Napoleon Dynamite, I don't recall them like drawing attention to his moon boots, which he wears the entire fucking movie. Like he did this absolutely not like the hopping
like
ones,
those Astro Boy boots.
Yeah, the Astro boots or whatever you call them.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I need you guys to stop.
They're just part of the
character
character
design.
design.
On fire.
They're just there. They're not a punchline, despite the fact that yes, they are absolutely ridiculous. Like I do think that this whole movie is going to take refuge in audacity, and it's going to be absurd, surrealist humor. But yes, there'll be stuff there for the kids. But admittedly, there's stuff there in Napoleon Dynamite for the kids too. Like the random shot of like when Napoleon sees Pedro's mountain bike, and it just immediately cuts to, with no other things, just him standing on the sidewalk as Pedro drives by and goes off a shitty little ramp like we all did when we were fucking kids. And that's it. There's no like there wasn't like it's going to be so surreal and absurd, and I am more into this now. Like this generation needed their Napoleon Dynamite equivalent.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're
Isn't
right.
this weird? We're in Minecraft.
But that's just it. It's I don't
kind
think
of what I get.
It's not going to acknowledge that at all. I don't think at all. Well,
No,
I shouldn't say at all.
It will, but it won't verbally.
Right. Well, that
I think it will absolutely. Like, this is so bizarre that we're in Minecraft.
Yeah, that's the thing we got from the lady right away.
Yeah. So is it gonna be? Is it gonna be Jumanji, where like Minecraft is a game that exists, or is it gonna be we're in this strange world where
I think
items can be converted into little cubes for some reason? Like, how straight are they gonna play it?
That we can't tell. I think.
I guess whatever straight Jumanji means.
Well, like Jumanji is you're sucked into a game. That's what I mean, right?
Yeah.
And they know that there are game mechanics in play, and they can abuse them as appropriate.
I want somebody to go, oh, is this a fucking survival crafter? I hate fucking survival crafters.
Yeah.
Why is
I didn't
everything
even
gotta
want-
be a goddamn survival crafter?
I didn't even want to be here today. You're definitely gonna have that character. You're gonna have a. I had a date, and now I'm stuck here in Minecraft.
Right. Or like they'll do the sliders thing where it's just a person on the street who happened to be in the area and they got sucked into
Right? Yeah.
the
I
odd
like
person
that.
out.
Yeah. He
Oh,
has no idea what they're doing.
The crying man's gonna be in this. Awesome.
All right. Other news. Terminator anime, pretty good.
I watched most of the first episode. I enjoyed it.
Okay. I think the first episode is the most anime of the episodes. It's a little
How
weird.
far into it are you?
Directed at Eric or me?
You, because
Oh,
Eric. sounds
I
like he
watched
only
it
did
the day
first
it came
episode.
out in one sitting.
How long is it?
It's like 8 20-minute episodes or something.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, it's like a slightly long movie.
Mhm.
Oh, I just checked Chili's mood, by the way, and she's -20 for being cheated on by Mushinto.
Ooh,
I just seen that.
Oh, interesting.
damn.
Sucks to be on the other side of it, don't it?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Whereas Mushinto is fucking aces. What has he even got minor pain from? Oh, he's got destroyed lung. Jesus Christ!
I don't think the
didn't realize
lung
how-
is pain. It's the itchy bite scar. Itch counts as pain. Yeah, 3% pain from the bite scar. You can hover over it.
Oh, okay. Fucking A though, like this man.
But dude, he's been through it.
He is a fucking eyeball
Okay.
away from being Cyborg in
Strong.
Teen Titans.
It's also just fantastic that he actually is the body modder. I think one of these was a choice, and the other ones were all necessary. I think the first
Right.
arm was what we did deliberately or something.
Probably, you
But-
fucking psycho.
And then all the other body parts just got blown off naturally, like God intended.
Alright, so doubling back, well, no, I guess, well, I don't have anything else to throw into Terminator because I haven't watched it and probably won't get around to it, most likely.
Chili is hating on Mushinto. Mushinto still kind of is holding a bit of a candle for Chili.
Well, he said, let's just be friends.
Well, yeah, he called it off, so he broke up with like not an overtly
Okay,
negative
I
opinion.
see. Okay, all right.
Yeah, he looks back on his time and goes like, whatever, it's not her fault. I just found somebody I like more. And she looks on him with like, you son of a bitch, you fucking left me. You cheated on me, you fucker. And he's like,
I do that.
yeah. This open
my
relationship is only open one way.
Yeah.
How dare you? Although it can be a roommate situation where, cheating in the open relationship is the formation of a side relationship, not just hooking up with somebody.
Mm.
A little peek into the deep lore of the channel. Me and Eric, roommates way back. This is the story of two of our other roommates who are good people.
This is. Sorry.
Unless they visit the channel. If you visit the channel, you're good. That was a joke. It's a joke, bro. Chill. Like and subscribe. If you
Yeah.
Like and subscribe if you live with me.
Whoops. Okay.
You gonna finish that bedroom?
Yeah, I was just realizing my power solution didn't have to be all that complicated because there's whole track of power lines right here.
Yeah, I
Having
assume
issues?
the lamps can like connect through the wall, right? Even though it's rot.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, I didn't have to. I was like, how much do I have to smooth out? It's like, oh, I don't have to smooth shit.
Are we having power issues?
No.
No. We
Not
just
outside of the
Scanner's kind
one.
of, I don't know what's going on with it, but
oh
maybe it's just turned off.
shut it off. Yeah, shut it down
Okay.
deliberately. We have
Alright.
so many drills set up and so many resource piles
Okay.
scanned.
Yeah, I
there's
remember
no
you doing
point.
that. Okay.
Oh, interestingly, I guess I can't see them when it's turned off, which kind of sucks. I have to manually check the drills to see if they're still working. But they all of them had like big deposits with a lot left to retrieve, so I think we can safely assume the drills will be going for a while yet.
Right. So doubling back a little bit now, since we've cleared the Terminator stuff. So you guys, who else has seen Borderlands?
Oh God, no! I
No.
just
No?
like the shit on it.
Oh.
I'm kind of a fan of the games, but no, not the movie.
I
Definitely.
only finished the first one and I put like 9 hours into 2 and turned it off.
Hmm.
Wasn't feeling it at the time. I've kind of meant to go back at some point, but I haven't.
We could do a play.
Yeah.
Taken.
That'd be fun.
I did a group watch with Feo and those guys and OP to go through it, and honestly, I didn't think it was that bad at all. Like, I think the anti-hype was way overblown.
Interesting.
I mean, I just kind of imagine it's probably pretty bland.
Oh yeah, it's fairly bland. Actually, the best thing about it is what you can see pretty clearly from most of the trailers, and that is the art direction and design was fucking dead on.
Which
Like
is like easy to do when you have a game as reference material. Or
right.
it
Oh,
should be,
definitely.
at
Not saying
least.
it's hard, but then look at how many games completely fuck that up. Like
Right.
original Super Mario,
Movies, yeah.
like Street Fighter. Like I just that's what I was thinking of when as bad as people were just fucking lampooning this thing and talking shit about it. I was expecting
Well, Street Fighter did try to
90
get the costumes, like
a couple of them. It hit and missed.
I mean,
not saying it worked, but like
Right.
most of what I saw from people complaining about it in terms of like fans of Borderlands, it wasn't so much the art direction as it was the casting, where
Oh yeah.
every character
That's
felt horribly miscast and like
honestly, again, and this is another overhyped backlash thing again. Kevin Hart did fine.
I mean, I have no opinion on the casting because I know like
No, I
I know
don't.
like one of those characters, which is like, oh yeah, Roland was in the first game. What does he look like? I have
Yep.
no fucking idea. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I just remember the name because it's
he's the black guy.
Because it's Roland Tembo. I literally only remember the name because it's shared with a Jurassic Park character.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
that's how my world works. If you're a colleague of mine and you share a name with a Jurassic Park character, I will also remember your name. And if you don't, probably forget.
Wait, it says Moon Eye has something. Can you tell where someone's assigned to sleep besides hovering over the bed?
Maybe,
Oh
but
wait, there we
like
go. Never mind. I
Their
found it.
name should be on the bed.
you don't
Yeah.
need to find where they're assigned to sleep. If you assign a new bed to them, they'll abandon.
No,
the
I know,
one.
but it said reassign, and I wanted to figure out where she was
Okay.
set. I found it. It was
Yeah,
the
she took the shitty cave.
Yeah. So that's fine. I fixed it now, but I was just wondering if there's a way to check without hovering over every single bed and zooming in across our entire compound. And
Yeah,
that
it's
is the case.
yeah, I don't know. I've never had reason to, so yeah.
That is fine. But yeah, it was one of those things for me at least that yeah, this was like man, people just took the piss out of this from the get-go and never gave it a shot, and really it's one of those things where I'd put it somewhere 5 out of 10 probably kind of thing. Maybe if you gave more bias to the again the art design, which a lot of the people on the film don't have a lot of interaction with, but plenty do, I'd bump it up to a 6. And if you went by some of the casting choices across the entire run, then yeah, that drops it down to a 4. But that's why I say I give it a 5. It's
Yeah.
it's fine. It's
I
just
I highly doubt I would give it a 5, but I think my standards for what a 5 is are different than the way a lot of people kind of rank things.
right. Like it was. See, another big part of it is not just that, but I feel like a lot of people forget that like what we joke as calling B movies and things like that are not what would be in a rating system an actual B. You'd rate them a
Sure.
lot lower than that, and I've seen plenty of those sci-fi original made-for-TV movies, and those are where I start throwing around 2s and 3s.
Yeah, I mean, to me, like a 5 out of 10 or like a C movie is kind of what I think is, even though in terms of grades, those don't line up. Um, but like a grading scale is kind of skewed in terms of A, B, C, D, E, F, or D, F, right? Because it's all 60 and higher is everything else, and below 60 is
Right.
all F, so that doesn't make
And
sense either.
that's why I'm not using a A B C D.
Yeah,
I hate that because that's when people bring in. I remember the first time I found out about S rank because of like Nate and CJ playing things like Dance Dance Revolution and
yeah,
Beat Mania,
I don't know where the
and I'm like,
fuck S rank
why?
comes from. I never
It's a Japanese thing, I'm pretty sure.
never got the genesis for that. Like I use it when I'm
I
making a tier list because it's like the established thing, but like,
right,
yeah.
but no, I hate it because I think it's completely. It doesn't make any logical sense in our culture, but our culture has, as it does with many things, taken it out into an alley, beaten up, and made it our own. Because then you get stupid shit like SS rank or S plus rank, and well, I guess plus makes a little sense with our grading system. But just
SS
the
rank
like
is
the
fraught with some problems there,
Uh,
especially. That one's a little problematic.
I don't know if you guys know this, but the term B
oh yeah,
movie is similar to B side in that it's the sort of second feature in a double feature at movie theaters.
that's
Meaning
where
it's not the
it came
main thing.
Okay.
It's like
from. Right.
That makes
here's
sense.
the other movie. Yeah.
Yeah, because like B movie is a term that goes back way back in culture. I feel like they weren't doing like movie tier lists in the '60s, but what do I know? Maybe they
Right.
were.
They might have, but
They're
like
just
that's
drawing fucking tier lists on the side of their caves with chalk.
like at drive-ins they'd have two movies and
Yeah,
you
that
have the
makes
big movie and then
some cheap shit they can get to show on the screen. That makes sense.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, like for me, I would probably describe Alien Romulus and Alien Covenant as like 5 or 6 out of 10. And I think those are perfectly watchable movies that I don't hate. So,
Well, and that's, I mean, the second part I agree with when you say perfectly watchable and you don't hate. That's where I sat with Borderlands. I didn't hate watching it. Like it has its flaws, but it had its parts where, like, man, like the people who were in the concept, in the not just concept, but the art and design and all that, and not just art and design, but pretty much all of the media generation stuff, or not media, but the stuff that had to mimic the movie or the games,
mhm.
they fucking nailed it. They just, and yeah, I don't know. I look at then there's also like, remember the late 2000s ones, not just the U Bowl stuff, which is absolutely those are 2, 3s, 1s kind of thing, but also like Alone in the Dark. Although that might have been a U Bowl. I should check in on that. I was just thinking of the House of the
I
Dead stuff.
maybe it is. I don't know. I know he did Postal. That's the one I always think of. That's the one I've
Mm.
seen. I watched that willingly.
Yeah, I mean I watched whatchamacallit,
Postal is such an interesting franchise.
the hell was it called? House of the Dead one. I watched that intentionally and willingly with Nate and CJ, but as a drinking game, so I guess it could be debated.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's kind of its own thing. Like there's watching a movie out of like legitimate curiosity versus watching a movie out of reputation and making a drinking game out of it.
Right. And that one was specifically because Nate and CJ had been defeated by the drinking game
Hmm.
and they could not hack it. They fucking
Yeah,
had
what
to
else
give
did he
up.
do? He did like I think Blood Rain.
Yeah, that sounds right.
House
But
of the
stuff like
Dead.
Yeah, House of the Dead, Blood
Um,
Rain, Postal. There's like I don't know 6 or 8 video game movies he ended up doing, right? Something like that.
they did a whole bunch. What was the What was the one with the Land of the King or something? I forget what the game it was based on, but it had Jason Statham and
maybe is
In
it
the
in
name
the name of the
of the
king?
king. Yeah, in the name of the king.
yeah, that's right, yeah. I don't remember what game it was based on. It had like a subtitle, like
Yeah. Who
a
knows if
so
the
and
subtitle is
so movie or something.
even fucking connected to the game, but it just stapled
Yeah,
it on
yeah,
there because they could.
probably.
Right. And there's another big thing in that there was a good, maybe not adherence to the plots of the Borderlands, but they got like enough of the general stuff in there, like not just the Vault Hunters, but also like they had like Roland and a lot of side characters. Like, dear God, that's what a perfect counterexample and why I'm lenient on this movie was remember is Toad and Bowser in Mario Bros. Like that
Mhm.
holy shit of like, let's make the Toads be guys with some swirls in their hair, the buzz cuts, and the Goombas are gonna be just giant human mans with tiny dinosaur heads.
I think the 1990s Super Mario Brother movie Goomba design is good.
That's not just a hot take. That's just fucking bait. That's trolling right there.
This is taking them as a standalone creature design.
Even
I
as a standalone creature design, I hate it. The
I
giant
think
body and
it's
tiny little and
interesting. It's kind of, you know what? It's kind of Fifth Element ish, which is a movie
oh
I actually
yeah,
don't
I can
have
Yeah.
see that.
like an extreme amount of fondness for or anything. I know some people really like Fifth Element. It's fine, but like
I enjoy Fifth Element
it's
pretty
got
well. I put
a good sense of aesthetics to it. So I do give it credit for
yes,
that.
that is the thing
Um,
that the director of that is fucking always known for because they also had I think that's the same one that did
Luc Besson or however the hell
yeah
you
that
say
did
his
the
name.
Valerian and the
Never saw
City
it,
of
but yeah,
Planets
that sounds right.
or whatever it's called. Yeah, that one I remember seeing the
Kind
trailers
of a
and my ex.
scumbag now, but yeah.
Well,
Bad.
yeah, it was suspected for a long time.
I'm not
Uh,
shocked.
right.
Somebody involved in movies being bad.
Especially at the one in control and director and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Absolute power, something something.
Mhm.
So yeah. What the hell else? Yeah. I think that it was one of those things where it was never going to be like holy shit, but I do think yeah that people just
Also, the Mushroom Kingdom
bandwagon hating it.
design, pretty good.
Well, you are the worst one to act. That is not a. That is all. That is like full on your fucking aesthetic. That's not even
Yeah.
fair.
Weird fungal Nightmare City. Hell yeah, give me that.
You know, it had a lot of that, and I don't necessarily hate all that stuff either. But I'm just saying that's a great example of completely not understanding the
Yeah,
topic and the subject.
it's because I don't care. Like if they did this to fucking Terminator or something, then I'd be like, how dare you? But I don't give a
Yeah,
shit about Mario. I don't give a shit about Borderlands. Like Borderlands to me has only been interesting because of the fan reaction, which I don't count myself amongst. So like if
right,
this movie came out and it was a pretty okay adaptation, I would never think of it again. But because the fans rebelled against it, it becomes interesting.
Mhm.
right.
And it would have to be a pretty good movie for me to go out and see it because I don't care about Borderlands. So
What?
like like if I'm gonna go see a movie about something that doesn't interest me, then it's got to be well reviewed. There's got to be something to like bait me into seeing it.
Right. No, and
Whereas
that's fine and
if you
good.
put any old slop in the theater and you slap the alien label, I'll go fucking see it twice.
See, and here's kind of a big thing for me then, and going into just like the seeing movies and rating and think what the system like that. Alternatively, for me to actually give something a 0 or a 10, like it has to be beyond exceptional because like I had
Yeah,
people
no, I agree with
that
that.
got mad at me for my not thinking that Puss in Boots: The Last Wish was perfection in cinema form, and I'm like, but it's not. Like that was one of those things where, all right, let's get out of the 1 through 10. Like I'd give it a 9, no problem, but I wouldn't give it a 10. I'd give it a 92, but I wouldn't give it like a 96 or a 97. Like there were flaws. It was not perfect for everything I looked for out of the movie. And they got super mad at me. They're like, "How is it not perfect?" Like, dudes,
Who
I'm
gives
sorry.
a shit?
Like,
Fucking chill.
like, well, I mean, they were just like, they're like, "Oh, it would be perfect." I'm like, "Well, not this. I'd have to like." To know perfection, I'd have to see it to know it, to have something like, even my favorite film of all fucking time, bar none, but Jurassic Park is not a 10 out of 10. It's not a perfect film. There are plenty of flaws.
So this was something I was going to bring up, right? Does a movie have to be perfect to be a 10 out of 10? And if a movie is perfect, does it have to be a 10 out of 10?
I mean, perfect is subjective, isn't it?
Exactly. Well, that's part of it too, right? Like for me, my favorite movies of all time are like Alien, Aliens, Terminator, Jurassic Park, right? I think Terminator is a 10 out of 10 movie as a movie. But there are like production flaws and like other issues with it. But I don't think those matter because it's like such a fucking ride, in my opinion. It's like exactly what I'm looking for in a movie. So for me, it's the perfect movie. And then like another example, Jurassic Park, a movie I absolutely adore, points vaguely at YouTube channel. Simultaneously, like I would be comfortable rating that movie a 10 out of 10. But also, out of those 4 movies I listed, Alien, Aliens, Terminator, and Jurassic Park by far has the worst world building because all the sequence of events, the props, the maps in the film, there's no real care put into continuity with that stuff because it's not what the movie's about. And that's ultimately okay. But then do you knock it down because of that, right? Like, does world building matter to a movie? That's subjective. That's your choice in the moment. So I think you could argue like a movie like Jurassic Park is both a 10 out of 10 and not, because it depends entirely upon which criteria you want to grade it on for that 10.
And the only criteria that matters in the end of the day is your own, truly.
Yeah. And I think it gets weirder too with franchises, because like, do I give Alien 1979 more credit than Aliens 1986 for spawning the franchise, right? I only get Aliens because of Alien. And this is legitimately something I can't decide for myself. I can't decide which one I like more. It used to be Aliens, but over time, I progressively like Alien more and more, and it's the thing that started the franchise, which makes it very hard for me to separate the movie from the whole franchise.
Right. It's from your perspective of opinion, there is no way to actually put that into a vacuum.
Yeah, because I love the Alien universe. I love it as a setting for games. I played the fucking card game and designed for that. Like, I have so much connection to that as a franchise. Like, how do I like separate that out? And then on the other side of things is I think about a movie that I really like that isn't part of some greater universe. Like, I don't know, Children of Men, for example, or something. Is that a 10 out of 10? Because I really like it? Or is it not? Because I don't have any greater connection to it beyond the movie itself, right? Compared to a franchise movie like Alien that spawns this entire elaborate setting and all these additional extended media things I enjoy, video games and stuff. Like, how do I compare those two on like a tier list? That's why I just tend to not really rate things.
Right.
Unless they're like rating dinosaurs in the same game, right? Like a JWE tier list works because they're all on the same even level. It's easy to compare. Rating movies is like fucking difficult.
Rating things is sorry, Garrett. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, Children of Men is regarded as a really good movie cinema-wise by a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like that's not just a fanboyism. Like I've heard some amazing things about the cinematography of it.
Yeah,
it's definitely one of my favorite movies that has a pretty heavy subject material.
Yeah, there's a lot of movies too that like live in my mind as 10 out of 10s, but I haven't seen in a long time. So it's like, was I just in the perfect mood for it? If I go back, will it be a 10 out of 10? Don't know.
Right.
was I trying to say earlier?
Okay.
I don't remember.
We got some empty food baskets. Things are actually burning down a little bit.
That's not good because we're in the beginning of fall of August. I
Yeah.
guess I will designate some enemies for hunting.
Yeah, I flagged a few
Sorry.
things. I might roll out tomorrow and slaughter the sort of parasaurs with my crew, since they're right outside the walls.
Yeah, go for it. Knucklebones has inspired surgery. Is Knuckles even that good at it?
I mean, it's just random, so it doesn't matter. 11 medical. He's actually one of the better medics.
Nice.
Like third or
Should we-
something, maybe.
Are there bionic lungs that we could hook up
No.
Mushinto with?
We have we have a bionic ear. That was for you,
Oh.
right, Garrett? You got your ear chopped off?
Mwah. Mwah.
Yeah. Yeah. Your ear is
I don't
ready
think
to
there's
go.
any internal organs.
They have like bionic stomachs, aren't there? Or maybe those are not base
Mwah.
game again. I can't keep track.
That
Man.
that would be surprising.
Mwah.
Stomachs, but no kidneys or.
Yeah, it's weird, right? Yeah,
Lungs.
bionic stomach is base game.
That's bizarre.
Heart and stomach is the only organs. in
Okay,
base
heart
game.
I understand.
Yeah. I mean, stomach, the bionic stomach, I believe, like, helps you resist food poisoning and, like, maybe reduces the rate at which you eat. So part of it might be just simply a case of what is the point of this organ as a bionic, right? And so they had a good motivation for making a stomach. And so they did. I don't know. But, like, kidneys sell themselves, too, because blood filtration greatly interacts with diseases. It's very easy to sell the idea of an improved kidney with better blood filtration in terms of game mechanics. Like, plus some bionics are just straight fucking replacements. So why not have it for everything? I don't know. It's really weird.
I mean, at least all the like primary organs would be my thought.
Yeah, like kidney and lung at least should be in. They should be base game, and they just aren't. You
Heart,
can, and
kidney,
the
lung,
weird thing too
stomach.
is there are bionic kidneys in DLCs, but they're like specialized kidneys, detox kidneys, which specialize in removing like toxic buildup from the body. So it's like, why have specialized bionics, but none of the actual basic ones? The only other thought is they want you specifically to get punished for not harvesting organs from prisoners, because you can take lungs and kidneys and not kill prisoners. So maybe that's the idea too.
Huh.
Do we want to use up that surgery? We got 7 days, but
I mean, I could use it here, I guess.
I could use an ear.
What even destroyed me? Or I don't remember. Can we? Where is there a place to see that?
it would be under log, but it might be buried at this point because it's a different
Yeah.
session. So I
think
think
it's
I think
gone.
it's gone. I think it got fucking shot off or something, right? Maybe friendly fire. I don't remember.
I feel like I thought I took like a thagomizer or a club to the head or
Oh,
something.
maybe that was it. I don't remember. I mean, it's
Should
in the
say,
video,
shouldn't
right? Tamimus
it
is hunting our Trodon for food? What? Excuse me? Green Venom. Kill this man. Take him down.
Or stay there. That turned him away.
Nah, you started this. We're gonna finish this.
Yep. Down goes to my mess. God, just all these bodies.
Okay, let me know when you're in the hospital. I'll task Knuckle on that. You can just grab Knuckle and do it. That's fine.
Let me finish cooking first.
Yeah, I need to go take out the crew and go hunting too, so that's gonna happen at some point.
Okay.
You know, I can just let Knuckle leave him alone. I guess we could discuss and continue discussing movies. What does everybody think about the plot synopsis for the new Jurassic World movie?
I think you'd pretty much talked it over with us before, so it wasn't really
Did
nothing
we?
too
Did we
surprising.
discuss
I don't remember.
this?
I don't remember any of it, so. I don't think I've seen any of it, so.
Going after dinosaurs to collect shit for pharmaceuticals on an island. The dinosaurs are going extinct because they can't survive in the modern world for some reason. Which is very Michael Crichton.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah.
I saw some people saying that maybe they're looking for a cure to DX, which is affecting people now or something like that, which would be an interesting tie back to the novels. Since we've never had DX in the film universe. It's like the
Yeah, I
one
was gonna
big
say,
plot point that just has never made it to the movies.
I completely forgot about it. I don't even remember what DX was. It was that like
It was the prion disease that was killing all the animals on Sorna.
Oh, right. I forgot that was the name for it. I just think of it being prions. That's all. I remembered prions.
Right.
Because that's what, like, was that the beginning? Yeah, that was the beginning of The Lost World, where it's a washed up hadrosaur that does that. Like that, the hadrosaur that washes up on the coast of Costa Rica, and someone finds it and is investigating it, and
It was
that's where
they say it's an Ornitholestes, but it also might depend on which edition of the book you have, because sometimes they change those details. But I've always wondered if it was supposed to be a Carnotaurus, because it has chromatophores. It was just misidentified.
Right.
Or even a Velociraptor juvenile, which have chameleon powers in the first novel.
Yeah. Well, not so much
Who's
chameleon, but like
getting
tint
Minmi?
changing.
Oh, this Tyrannosaurus
T-Rex.
hatchling is out here trying to eat a Minmi.
Yeah.
Trades, save him! Oh, the Trades is hunting it. So that's convenient.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at that little guy. Good job, I guess.
He's alright, yeah.
I mean, he had fire support, so there's that.
Yeah.
For Knuckles
that'll help.
performing... For the surgery, do I need,
It should be guaranteed, so you don't need good medicine.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Not that. Hold on, let me pause. Do I need to conscript Knuckles, or... Oh, wait, no, I can
No.
prioritize. Never mind, okay.
Yep, exactly.
Alright, once he is done eating, I will make Knuckles do it. I decided... Wait, where'd he go?
Do it, damn it.
Oh,
He's
Put
just
that
over here in the
ear on
middle
me.
walking
I got
away.
him now. He's going.
Eats. Okay, sleeping. Resting. Yeah.
Alright. Parasaurus slaughtered as much as it pains me.
They are meant for it. They are cattle.
All of us with white coats should get T-Rex skulls so we can look like a cult. I see green venom and walks along. Just like they look
Cult.
they look an 80s band or something.
Cult of Undasta.
Yeah.
Well, problem is Chili got a nice new hyperweave duster, so we might have
I suppose.
she's gonna not match. The cult.
Yeah.
It won't work.
That's fine.
Why is Moon Eye wearing the purple one? Oh, because it's a fucking excellent quality duster. Yeah.
Undasta.
Are we talking about Undasta?
Cult of Undasta.
Okay.
Sacrifices must be made to Undasta.
I do remember that was always fun. We must defend the dinosaur from the raiders. Open world PvP, let's go.
And that uses up.
I used to sit on that island for a few hours, just as a rogue, fucking with fucking Alliance raids when they came to kill him.
Well, I have a bionic spine and ear.
T-Rex.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
One of us.
No wanna.
Machine.
One of us. One of us.
Who the hell was I was talking to somebody about one of their favorite Jonathan Colton songs is The Future Soon, but I don't remember who that was anymore. I think I was drinking.
That's why you don't remember?
Part of it, yeah.
Damn, how much plastic?
Also, you don't want to remember?
1335. We almost have elite amount of plasteel. But not quite.
Come on, let's do it. We should do a shot for shot breakdown of the Minecraft movie trailer.
I'm good. I'm fascinated by it, but I am not that into it.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Like, just especially learning who ended up directing it. That's neat, and I'll watch it someday. But similar to the Borderlands movie, odds are I'll never seek out watching it myself. The opportunity will arise, and I will take it.
Yeah. I have no intention of seeing either movie, so let's see. What upcoming movies am I looking forward to? Is there anything?
That's a good question.
Oh, the new Predator started filming.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Predator Badlands, apparently starring Elle Fanning as
Weird.
twins.
Interesting choice.
It is the first straight Predator movie set genuinely in the future,
Huh?
off-world.
Oh.
So that's pretty cool. And it's the same director as Prey, and Prey fucking kicked ass.
Right, that's still surprising that he's jumping from fucking actual Native American era to the future.
And he's also developing Prey 2. So this man did one fucking good Predator movie and is like, you know what? I'm just gonna do Predator movies. That's it. I'm just gonna do more Predator. Like, okay, go for it.
I'm good at this.
Which is
I'm doing
interesting,
Predator movies.
The Predator as a franchise has never had like a singular creative voice behind it. Every movie was like its own random thing. Like the closest you get is Shane Black did rewrites on the original film and then made the worst movie in the franchise.
Right.
So yeah, it's kind of neat. I mean, I like I am content with the expansions to the lore. I think that one of the strengths of Prey is that it doesn't make many expansions to the lore.
Mhm.
Right.
Just the alternate variety of Predator.
Speaking towards something like that then, what about what's this Alien Earth FX series thing? What's that?
This is a TV series that's been developed since before the Disney acquisition by Noah Hawley of Fargo TV fame. It is somewhat controversial in the fandom. It takes place at the earliest point in the timeline if you discount the AVP movie. It takes place before Prometheus, even.
Right.
It takes place on Earth. And it seems to be getting into a lot of transhumanist stuff about like memory transfer and other stuff in addition to alien stuff. There's something out there about katanas, which is a very strange.
Kakunas?
Katanas.
Katanas?
Yeah.
Oh.
Which is
I
that's
think
just
I would have been more if it was Kakunas.
just like why are the katanas in an alien movie doesn't feel right.
Especially with the acid.
Yeah,
Seems
I
like
think it was like a fucking synthetic with like katanas or something weird. Like I don't know.
Has
Man.
this stuff been? Is there a trailer out or something?
Just the teaser. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, the title is a little weird. Alien Earth is like a strange title, but like whatever, have at it. Fine.
Okay, but it's not going to be something like, well, even transhumanist though. Like I swear, one of the synopsis I seen like with a little, because there's all kinds of fake posters out for it.
It's insane. Like, okay, the modern. Every time I look up a movie these days, all I see is like AI generated clickbait fucking thumbnails that are like fake trailers or like just nonsense. It's insane. Like you'll hear like a movie announced, no details given, and then you go to YouTube and you type in the movie and there's like 7,000 trailers and like behind the scenes 20-minute videos about it, and you're like, what the fuck, man?
But then it turns out to all be AI generated.
Well, yeah, it's all clearly fake just looking at the thumbnails, and they don't click on any of that shit. But it's just like
some people out there are clicking it.
Oh, of course, if you're a kid who doesn't know any fucking better, you're just gonna see this shit and click on it.
Oh, I mean, I see adults.
Oh my god!
Who have kids. What? Oh, ping. What the hell?
Trades for Gold's bedroom just got bombarded with space debris.
Oh, that's I came up there and Venom was repairing the roof, and I'm like, what Oh, I get it now.
So I hope there wasn't anything in there that got actually destroyed that mattered. But that's so funny. I've actually never seen this happen where the chunks have just landed in a fucking bedroom.
I would, if I had to
Just
guess.
the lamps, really.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
lamp
a
is
lamp
gone.
is gone, and they might have had a piece of art in there.
That too.
Well, there's a.
Although
I think I had 2 lamps.
Let's see, there's a horse here. They can have a horse. There you go. There's a
Yep.
horse.
Of course, of course.
That sucks. There's so much open space for that to land in too. I don't know. I feel like there is some sort of algorithm for chunks where they tend to not land in your buildings. I don't know why it came straight through the.
This
fucking
is pretty
earth.
minor. This is very minor considering what happened.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
nobody
get
was
more
in there.
resources from this than we're lost for the destruction. I mean, 6 components here from like one of those is like pretty big. It's just surprising and funny.
Yeah.
This
It
is
is
almost a Donnie Darko moment if somebody had been sleeping in that fucking bed.
Right. What is he, some kind of superhero?
Okay. Could you continue the movie theme of this episode? Did anybody ever see the sequel to Donnie Darko?
I recently seen a physical copy of it at Abraxas Wax Film Fair.
I might have like
Of-
rented
for
it from
S.
Family
Darko.
Video or something back in the day. It tries so fucking hard, and that's all I can remember from it.
I don't remember. I never checked it out, so I just remember the synopsis of it's like following his sister.
Yeah, and it's just trying like aggravatingly hard to capture the magic of the first one again. And I don't remember anything else about it, so like I feel like it was pretty bad, but I don't know because I don't remember anything else than just this sense of like I don't think I've ever seen a movie trying this fucking hard to be something.
Rise of Skywalker.
Perhaps. I don't know. That movie didn't try that hard to be a piece of shit. It kind of
No,
just
it didn't.
naturally pulled it off.
It just had a bunch of shit. They just threw a bunch of shit together. Do you think Last Jedi was trying to be something really, really hard?
It was, I mean, not in the sense of what I was talking about with the Donnie Darko sequel.
Okay.
I think Last Jedi was trying hard to differentiate itself from what came before, which is probably a good thing.
Yeah.
You know what? Last Jedi is a lot like Fallen Kingdom, where it has a very distinct visual style and is one of the best looking movies of their respective trilogy, and the fan base fucking hates them for some reason.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Not that Fallen Kingdom is all that good, but
Yeah.
But it was trying
it's
something.
not without sin.
yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's. I feel like it's unfairly, overly criticized in the fandom. In both accounts, both Last Jedi
It's
and Fallen.
it's definitely looked at as the entry that like ruined that particular trilogy.
Yeah.
And in both counts has caused course overcorrection in the following
Yeah.
film.
Wait, they're like the same trilogy. Where like people are like, well, the first one's pretty good. The second one is controversial but stylistically interesting, and the third one is
And
dog
both
shit.
both original directors returned for the third
Oh my god!
entry.
To like the massive detriment of that movie in both
Yep.
cases. Holy
Mhm.
fuck! And Colin Trevorrow was going to be the original director for Star
Yep.
Wars 9. Huh?
It is something
Tangled web.
those who do not learn from the past.
Yeah. Well, maybe this means eventually we'll get a really good, like, mature, politically motivated streaming
Jurassic
show.
World was 2015. So was Force Awakens. And I think 2017 was both the sequels, and I think 2019 was both the or did it come out after the pandemic? I'm trying to
Dominion
remember.
was way delayed. Dominion was like 2022.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Fallen
So
Kingdom
Yep.
was 2018.
almost.
Last Jedi was
Fallen Kingdom might have been 2019 actually, so it might not line up as much.
2017 December is Last Jedi. Fallen Kingdom is 2018 May.
Oh, almost.
So they
almost.
came out within 6 months of each other. So the first two and both line up, and then Dominion's just way delayed by like COVID and shit.
That's crazy,
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh
what the
wow!
hell?
Looking at my email, I got a free fucking Starbucks coffee from Starbucks with a capital K in the middle of it. That's probably legitimate.
man.
That's a real
Boy.
email. Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even sign up for that, and they're just giving me fucking Starbucks.
What were you saying before we start breaking down the dates, though?
Who?
You like
Oh, I have
something
no
about
idea.
politically motivated or something like that.
Oh, I was referring to Andor. I was saying eventually we'll get like an S tier Jurassic World series out of it eventually.
Dude, I would just settle for getting Jurassic World or Jurassic Park series in the universe. Period.
I mean, Chaos
that could
Chaos
take their-
Theory is pretty good.
Okay, actually, you know what? You're right. Okay, I guess that's finally stepping away from the more very kid centric Camp Cretaceous.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
I'd still okay. I want live action that that people will take seriously enough that
Yeah.
like the other fan, because despite the fact that you vouch for it and I enjoyed what I've seen of Camp Cretaceous, that fans of like Jurassic Park '93 are gonna not give it any sort of credit whatsoever.
Maybe.
I don't know. I feel like maybe it's because I don't get to see enough of the fandom. I don't follow any of the subreddits, but I feel like I worry that it's too kiddie and I
Yeah.
don't see other.
The response to Camp Cretaceous definitely suffered for being kiddie. So far from what I've seen from people willing to actually give Chaos Theory a chance, the response has been pretty good. So. Inspired Taming. Like, I haven't seen anybody like you could find people like really bitching about Camp Cretaceous. I haven't
Except
seen
Clayton Fury.
I haven't really seen any of that for Chaos Theory. But yeah, I don't know.
I fear too many people had wrote it off just finding out that it was
See,
a
that's
sequel
probably
to it.
also part of it, right? That like Chaos Theory already weeded out the people who are going to be really pissy about it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the fucking roof isn't fully rebuilt.
Oh, that's
Probably an issue.
Yeah, for some reason the build roof zone was only partially done. I set up the roof zone properly. I don't know why. It's really weird.
Oh,
Why would it be like that? I'm legitimately confused. I've never seen like such a piecemeal build roof zone floating around. Huh.
Yeah.
Where are we at for time? We gotta be
Oh,
close,
we're
right?
done. We're over. Make sure Nexus bedroom stays roof too. All right. Well, let's end this episode here with plenty of movie talk, and next time on our movie podcast, something different.